also looking forward now. Changes could be coming to the U.S. military once President Trump retakes the oath of office here in 70 days. As Congress appears set to be Republican-controlled, some of the current Pentagon policies could be on their way out. This comes as we learn President Trump had overwhelming support from veterans and current service members. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey joins us live from the World War II Memorial in D.C. this morning. And Tom, I thought this was interesting. 6 out of the 10 voters who described themselves as veterans supported President Trump and his campaign. What more do we know about his plans for the Pentagon and also Veterans Affairs?
Hey, good morning, Markie. Well, this morning it appears likely Republicans will win control of Congress. And with President-elect Donald Trump set to take office in January, the U.S. military may see changes in the next few months ahead. In particular, we may see a ban put back in place on transgender Americans being able to openly serve in the military. During his first term, President Trump announced the ban, but under President Biden, that policy got lifted. Another policy potentially on the chopping block with Republicans likely to take control of Congress. The policy provides paid leave and reimbursements for service members who travel out of state for abortions. The U.S. military implemented this policy last year, and from June to December, the Defense Department says it was used 12 times across all military branches for a total cost of $45,000. President-elect Trump has also made wasteful government spending part of his presidential campaign earlier this year, and it's still unknown if we could see potential cuts to the Defense Department. Also worth noting that the Republican Party, during its official 2024 platform, it announced hoping to invest in military research and advanced technologies and potentially provide pay raises for soldiers across the country, Markie.
Yeah, and Tom, you and I have talked about this several times on the show. Recruitment issues have been front and center for so long. What do Republicans plan to do about our military's recruitment challenges that still exist?
Yeah, so there's some good news to this, and then there's bad news. The good news is the Air Force, Space Force, Marines, and Army met their recruitment goals during this past fiscal year. But like you said, this is very much an ongoing concern, to the point that one of the heads of military personnel at the Pentagon called this the biggest issue the military has dealt with since it was going back to its inception, the United States military. So to dive into these numbers just a little bit more, the Department of Defense recently reported that the armed services recruited 12.5% more people this past fiscal year compared to the one before. Again, that's the good news, but a low unemployment rate, competition from private companies that can offer better pay and benefits, and fewer ties now to friends and family members who have served add to ongoing concerns over the future of recruitment. Before this past cycle, the Army fell short of its recruitment goals the 2 years prior, including a 25% shortfall in 2022. The number of new enlistments as well has gone down, with 2023 seeing just under 30,000 fewer enlistees from 2019. One Defense Department member recently saying, quote, that we need to be cautiously optimistic as we're moving forward through all this. The military also noting the success of its Future Soldier Prep course, which prepares soldiers who underperformed in basic training to go back into basic training, Markie. The Army saying that accounts for about 20% of its recruits over the past 2 years. Markie?
Yeah, the numbers have just been staggering. Tom Dempsey, live from D.C. this morning. Thank you so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.